Good look here at Beijing as we enter into game number 2 of RNG and Invictus Gaming. We've got some fans for both these teams hovering around Raz, but I know if RNG, Xavier Woods, will be happy about that game 1.
Yeah, look, I voted for RNG too. But just talking flat out predictions,
Yeah.
we chose the right team. To be fair, I'm just going to be honest. I got to be 100. When I saw the rosters, I was like, you know, of course, you look at Love ZRR, and I'm not too sure about that. You look towards Leon, and I know for certain that he was a strong talent, so I was a little bit iffy. But after that MVP performance, Love ZRR picks up those 2 team fights.
He got bullied in lane, and he's bounced back with some sick ults. And
Look.
Although we'll find a lot in 5 versus 5 capacity, he still hit him.
Look.
I'm looking. You gotta tell me.
Where's Xiahu?
Yeah, that is true.
Where's Xiahu?
This is a Xiahu highlight.
This is a Xiahu highlight.
Okay.
So a lot of times, this one was easy. I think a lot of that was also comes through from Xiahu and Karsa coming through. Now, this team fight was iconic. And this entire game was won based off the pick that he was able to get onto the Braum immediately, finds himself into the backline, pushes the rookie off, and then flashes over and gets the kill on.
Yeah.
Like, he literally hard carried this fight when RNG was in a bad position, if we're just talking about how it all initially started off. So good job towards him. And then you're right. Later on in this game, Love ZRR was pretty important to being able to nail down a performance that was getting a little bit groggy. It was slow. And so constant team fights coming through from RNG, and a lot of it came off of this.
This final moment where, 5 members in a slicing maelstrom, that'll do it. That will do it.
But, you know, it's what happens. He comes into the league for the first time around. He ends up getting that MVP performance for himself. Good job to Love ZRR. But you can't help feeling bad with how large of a performance that was for the Akali.
Hey, he's a pro. He's a veteran. He'll take that and he'll be like,
Yeah,
it's okay. We'll give it to the newbie in the team. I'll get the next one.
Yeah, he gets that enough already from RNG, all right?
Actually, that's
Within
true.
the team. He's like,
That's
you know
true.
what? I played well the entire split.
But Uzi gets it.
You're on Lulu, dude. I mean, I'm just saying that happens a lot, and you're just going to have to deal with that. Karma, Scion, the life of the team. But you know what? You keep having performances like this, you will get that ownership. They'll give you times where you can have, you know, wild out with the Akali pick. LeBlanc, you know, we got buffed at 9.15. Right. It's going to be a pick that he consistently plays in solo queue, and you know he's going to be playing here. So I want to see what game 2 looks like for RNG.
Really good look for RNG, and I know that at the end of that game, people will be saying it was messy, it was a fiesta, but really the start of that game and the early lead that was built up by the early fights that were under their control made RNG look like that top 2 team.
The first 19 minutes of the game was actually just clean.
Yes.
Like, anyone that says that, it's literally just from the 23 minutes onwards. And it was just like 4 minutes of gameplay where you were scratching your head because RNG should not try and just end the game 2 times in a row. If they slow the pace of the game down, much like how BLG were working on LGD earlier today, then they just easily win out the game. Everybody's happy with it. People technically have popcorn untouched because it wasn't exactly the most exciting affair.
That's true.
But they made it so your popcorn was fresh.
Yeah.
So then you can have at it. So good job to RNG for keeping it entertaining.
Yep.
And then also just being able to perform when it counts.
Also came down to tracking the jungle earlier, right? Like, Leon was under control for 10 minutes straight. Vision was keeping him tidy. There was no point where RNG didn't know where he was.
He still got 2 kills, though.
Doesn't matter. They still kept track of him.
Yeah, and then he got those 2 kills. He still got those 2 kills.
I was like, wait, yes, he did.
But, like, you're right in the sense that they did a great job being able to give as much experience over to the Olaf, track him down to a great degree, and then when he went off Fog of War, he got a gank up top lane, got a kill there, and was not like, he actually gave the kill to TheShy, even worse, right? Then TheShy was just running rampant on Love ZR. And then you look towards the bottom side of the map, and you're right, they find that pick on towards the Tom Ken. So I think with all of that, all eyes on him, you know, people were watching, the surveillance cameras were there, and he still is able to come out unperturbed with 2 kills. So great job to Leon really early on in this game.
Because hard transitioning into Invictus Gaming, although like for someone like Ning who gets taken out and was not having the best of performances consistently.
Yeah.
For Leon, you know, that first game, that was a good enough showing for me to say, okay, this jungler can fit into the squad well, and they can really just formulate around that.
1000%. At the end of the day, it's more so an issue of relativity. Like, relatively speaking, is Leon a better jungler than Ning? And that was not a question when IG was having that historic year last year. before that when Ning came onto the team and he had such a large implant, not even a question. Of course, they had a different jungler at the time in the academy. And then you come into this year where, you know, he's been really going, and Ning has been either having insane performances or awful performances. Like, legitimately one of the worst performances I've ever seen in one of the series that he was able to play. That was against BLG as well.
Yeah, true.
Where you're just like, well, it's good to be able to get some fire in the jungle, and it was Leon. Leon had a great opportunity now. I'm still a little bit, you know, as the LDL guy, a little bit sad because I had a lot of faith that, and I still do, to a certain degree, that IG Young can go through the playoff run, be LDL champions, and find themselves into the LPL. Like, that's the dream for a lot of these players, is to be able to find themselves and make their own impact. And, you know, you lose your star jungler in my mind, and it's going to be tough for the LDL squad. They'll find someone else, I'm sure they will. But it's a great opportunity for Leon to be on a championship team like this.
You can see as well, like, kind of the desperation, not that it's towards Leon, but the desperation of IG to make playoffs. They're looking for answers. They're looking for a way in because they're one of the few teams that haven't secured it. We only have 2 spots left.
Yeah, LGD and IG, and that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
The fact that, and to be fair to IG, they still need to play 2 more series to be on parity with LNG.
True.
So they still have a lot more series to go. But if we look to those series, I mean, one of them is obviously the RNG series, so they have to come out with this victory, and it's been a little bit too difficult for them. And then the next 2 should be cakewalks, LGD and Rogue Warriors. But the problem is, here's the issue.
Are they really cakewalks?
Because earlier this split, they lost to Victory 5. And LGD are currently on that tear, right? LGD took down JDG in the fashion in which they did. And historically speaking, LGD at the end of splits take wins off teams in commanding fashion, in good looks. It's not like it's lucky or the enemy team's not really doing too much. It's like they were looking great at that moment.
They hit those strides,
because they do have strong players. And so that's where, you know, IG has to play at their best in that series. RW is really hard to call as well. But please, for God's sakes, IG, make playoffs. This is when I can come out and give that biased view, because not only are they our world champion in 2018, so you always want to see world champions defend that title at the next international. But at least defend your LPL title.
Yeah.
At least make it to playoffs, and that's all I'm asking for.
I mean, I don't think it's biased. It's the fact that you know when IG, well, let me finish. All right. When IG, okay. I'll leave it there.
No, go.
When IG play their best, you're like, this is for sure a playoff team. And the most frustrating thing for any audience member, caster, fan alike, is seeing a playoff quality team not hit that mark. And a team that you think could be of a lower caliber or maybe doesn't deserve to be there as much as them hits that spot instead. Point being that IG on a good day hit the quality mark, and you want to see them hit it again.
Yeah, you just want to be able to see that consistency. We've seen it a lot. I mean, that's why a lot of people cry for SKT in the past years. Right now,
great example.
Right now, they're back at it, so congrats to them. But we'll focus on this series.
Yep.
My eyes aren't towards IG. I think we're just talking about pick ban here. Now, I thought their pick ban last game was pretty good, and they were playing well to those points. But as a team, I feel like they're a far more aggressive squad that allows to play through mid lane. So I think the Corki Klepto is something that they should probably put on the back burner.
Well, let's see. Going into game 2 now, RNG on blue side once more. Oh, sorry, this time around, I should say. Let's see where we end up, because it's similar bans across the board, but I see an Aatrox banned by IG.
Finally! Look, IG respects the Aatrox. They know and value the Aatrox.
They should.
Some teams don't. I don't understand it. But the Sejuani is still up and available, and you're in the LPL, so the Olaf, you kind of value that a little bit more because of how successful it is, how early pressure you can throw in. You saw what Karsa was able to, you know, apply in the last game, but this time around it's going to be different with the J4 coming through.
Ooh, okay, that's an early J4 as well. Not often that we see the jungle priority head towards Jarvan on blue side first.
To be fair, remember, you're bringing in a new top laner into the equation.
So true.
Does Love ZRR play J4?
He has played J4 top in the past. I like that you bring that up because he definitely has.
So there we go. It could be a pick that Love ZRR is willing to throw down here. Remember, I'm thinking about famous J4 top laners out there. My mind does go towards like Cabochard.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a great tool to use, trick the jungle matchup, especially since IG is saying, okay, we'll throw in the Gragas, and then you just kind of throw it in towards the top lane. We'll still see, though. I love the fact that they're able to use those flex picks on blue side here.
Ooh, but I also like that Uzi has picked himself up TheShy, one of his best here in the summer split, alongside Ming, who's decided for Nautilus this time around. So when you get picked against with the Karsa, you're like, well, what else do I have in my wheelhouse? And Uzi decides on that.
If this is going to be the Alistar lock-in, we have 3 seconds left to go, but it's still a great way to start fights. They now have 2 really strong ways to just engage on team fights. Last time around, they had neither, right? Last time around, we talked about how the Trundle and Braum are great for creating space. If you have leads, then you can have a pretty good fight around, you know, playing through major objectives. But it's more so kite back rather than what IG has now in, which is literally all the engage available. Well, still Cask is, you know, a great option of being disengaged if you are at that stage of the game. So IG coming into this game recognizing if they have an advantage, now they can just press for it with the Alistar pick.
Works really well with the Cataclysm there as well against the Jarvan. But now that we've got our bottom lane sorted, let's go through it once again. It's solo laner time depending on where the Jarvan goes. But for both teams this time around, we see the Cannon already banned, so new champion here for the top laner of RNG.
TheShy is one, especially without the Rakan, that you look at a closer light and say, okay, limited range. IG can just go towards like an Azir pick, an assassin option, which is why I love the Kiana ban here.
Sure.
And I could look towards maybe a LeBlanc being picked up by Rookie. When Rookie is pressed, and when I say that, I mean we saw him at an international event when they went up against Team Liquid. They looked best in that series when Rookie was on the LeBlanc option. And so we want to see Rookie enabled.
Cool.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Able to start fights for his team, and this lock-in is something that I like to see.
I mean, that definitely enables him. Wherever it goes on the map of IG, that sets you up for a good game too here as RNG just going to reverse it right around. Xiahu this time going to be going on towards the Corki. And we'll see if we get similar matchups that have just been swapped.
We'll see the full composition from RNG and where that Jarvan will go. So it could be a jungler, be a top laner. Let's see what Karsa will pick up for himself here now. He's an exceptional Lee Sin type. And thinking about how Gragas operates here, you can play just a bruiser type. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's going to be a J4 jungle and Renekton up top lane.
We go back to normal expectations here in the LPL. And don't forget that this is a carry top lane and that's come from the OPL. It's the Renektons, the Jacks, the Riven that you want to see. And coming into Comfort here in Game 2 to take on TheShy. Let's see what matchup he goes into.
Now I want to see if that's going to be an Akali top lane, but no. It's going to be that lock-in of Gnar. We saw it earlier on today, actually.
Yeah.
And what it was able to provide in the first series. And so, I mean, look at him. ADD had that pick, was able to have a great matchup for himself. This one is a pretty tough one, especially if Karsa is going to just focus and nail down the pick. I think RNG should, for the early portions of this game, play through topside and get the lead there for the Renekton.
Still really interesting to see Karsa back onto the Jarvan. It has been some time. It has been a Gragas priority here for the jungler. Alongside, yeah, you're seeing things like the Lee Sin.
I just like the Jarvan here just because of what kind of space the Cataclysm can give you. In a double AD composition, having a Cataclysm straight through a mid lane, anywhere really in an open space, there's so much of an ability for them to kite back then.
Yeah.
So, one thing you definitely don't want to see is a Xayah locked in. But into the Cataclysm.
That's true.
But outside of that, I think it's a great team fight situation for RNG to put themselves in. They have a lot to worry about, though. And I've seen this meme numerous times. Actually, that poster we just saw, it's always with different members of RNG on Weibo.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Uzi ones and variations, and I saw a few of them with Xiahu. So I don't understand the purpose behind it, but they're all babies. They're all looking like babies,
Baby faces, right? Yeah.
It's weird. I love him. It is what it is.
It's a shout out to anyone who wants to help us with that. Where's Clement? You know, like this is when you need the help.
Hello?
Clement.
You asking that question next to me?
Yeah. Well, you know, I was gonna say I love you, but I'm not sure.
That's what happens.
Questioning. Well, I'll tell you what. I got what I wanted here in Game 1. We're going into another one, and it delivers each and every time. IG consistently go to that Game 3. Is it going to be another case? Let's find out if this hits the 83% in our match of the week of IG RNG, game number 2.
All right.
You be the crowd this time, Raz.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be cheering or anything.
That was sneaky.
I always love our level 1s here, especially when it comes to having a Nautilus on the team. We saw it in Split 1. Oh! Give that one to Xiahu. Get him side.
Yeah.
That quick level 1, though, that's going to suck. That's actually going to be awful for him.
Well, hang on. We're going to see another trade towards the top side. Now, when you take on TheShy, when you come from a team like Mammoth or Chiefs Academy, sorry, Mammoth Academy, you go, let's go! TheShy almost dies!
Good call from LoveZRR. Starts with his E because he knows he can just chase him down even easier. So immediately, just based off that, TheShy has to burn his teleport level 1.
Yeah. Not the best start here, but Xiahu in a similar position where he's at half health.
But remember, like that was, for me, the focus. For RNG to be looking towards the top side of the map, have Karsa and LoveZRR work together to at least get down the Gnar early on. But as I say that, you know how it works for RNG. Level 2 gank up town in the bot lane.
IG haven't hit their mark just yet as well. Karsa coming in, not spotted. He's going to go for the invade instead.
All right, let's see what we end up getting for ourselves. He's going to try and lock in that vertical jungle here. Buff to buff. If he was challenged whatsoever by Leon, then he would have been able to have Uzi and Ming roam on over there, having the shove in the bot side of the map, and they have the level advantage. So it's a good call in both situations.
Things were going down. Don't think he's been spotted out, so even with LoveZR being pushed back towards his turret after the earlier trade, it's going to be good for Karsa.
It's kind of interesting that Leon is leaving his red buff just up and available for as long as possible. So I want to see how he ends this one up. If he takes Krugs, goes to his red, messes up the timer for Karsa. So let's just say that they ends up getting invaded upon the second time round.
Yep.
That Leon would be in a great position to defend that. So these are the small things that ultimately people don't get a lot of eyes on, but something to take note of. He's just going to leave it open. That's actually crazy in my eyes.
There's also going to be like a way to test Leon, right? The new jungler of Invictus Gaming going up against someone as prominent as Karsa. It's a test within itself, just with this early jungle pathing that we're seeing now. Red buff still being there. What is the path next? Is this like an SOFM thing, Raz?
Yeah, I mean, look. Right now, it allows him to be bot side, level 3. You might be able to contest for Scuttle Crab. My only worry here is that we have been continuing to see that shove come through from Uzi and Ming.
Yep.
Him even trying to contest for early Scuttle bot side is going to be difficult to begin with. Maybe we just see a fight because Rookie's in position, but now you're seeing Nautilus come through. So
he's out.
Both, yeah, like that, right? So Leon now has to be top side. I think he should have just been there from the beginning, knowing how difficult it was going to be with Uzi and Ming taking command down there.
It was 2 buffs versus 0 as well. So Leon moving back down, going to get vision now that the Scuttle's been taken. And of course, they know Karsa's down here as well, but look at this. Just without direction, it seems like here. Trying to find something.
They're just pivoting for control, but mid lane's actually the one that's more important for me, but we'll see this first.
Oh, that's a good flag and drag. Don't find the knock-up on the bow land, so no kill first. They turn for JakeyLove. He gets a pretty good trade. That'll be the end of it.
There we go. The reason why I was focusing on mid was because Gragas was looking for a pick towards the mid lane, but I mean, at the end of the day, Xiahu is playing it safe. So safe in the fact that he's actually running out of mana here, but might be able to see him go all in on Rookie.
Let's just auto-attack. I mean, Rookie here, a quarter of his health. But Leon finally making a move, so this is good. He's moved to the blue buff, and he's going to be uncontested.
Yeah, the issue that I had initially with just mana, Xiahu has Corrupting Potion still chugging, still has one that he has in front of him, so not only does he have the teleport that he was able to use earlier on to get himself that item pick up, but yeah, able to easily just get the shove out in lane. So Corky's in a good spot.
Yep.
Bot side, Uzi and Ming were in a great position. Only question mark right now is this top lane.
What happens? Drink your happy hour. Leon, level 3, looking for the dive. They don't know Karsa's here. Gonna get spotted out. The flag, drag. Remember, body slam still there, but you block him against wall. He has to flash. Really nicely done from Karsa.
Really well done. I mean, he had such a slim window there, just being packaged up with the J4 right to the next to him.
Yeah.
He didn't have information. If he knew that he was right next to him, then he would have probably all in for the dive. At least he would have had an easy exit strategy without having to burn flash.
I mean, I love this game already from Karsa. Big challenge here against Leon. And Karsa moves back towards the top side. That's a flash from the top laner. Wow. Clean as can be from RNG.
Just like that from the man known for execution. LoveZRR finally being able to show his stuff versus TheShy in his first series in the LPL.
When their other top laners are Renekton main too, and that just looked magnificent. First blood gets TheShy out of lane, and this was an instant flash response.
Yeah, just like that. Because The Gnar was actually so close to being able to get towards his Mega Gnar. Would have had the HP as well. He would have been in a decently safe position, but instant. Gets the lockdown, communicates with Karsa, able to get the kill. So that was what I was looking for to begin with.
True.
Look at this kill.
Oh, perfect execution. Flash from Xiahu. What? Rookie's going to get out, but that was a great flash.
Knew what was coming and just got out of the way right on time.
What?
Would have been able to get the outplay. He was so close. Just a minion auto attack, maybe 2 auto attacks away from being able to get the kill onto Akali.
That timing was insane. I'd love to see that one again, but great way to start the game here from RNG. It seems we're just hitting that high caliber once again.
And this is why you love both of these teams, because at the end of the day, they just have damn good players. Watch out, Rookie. You may need to go back to base.
Yeah.
Okay, please help. But yeah, mechanics is at an all-time high between the two of them. Let's see what ends up happening here. Balan has eyes.
Now, when you say the highs, you got to look at the lows. And Balan walking through the river, that's just how it goes. As Rookie sniped him out. Xiahu takes it. Look at this. This big fat oaf runs into him, sends the barrel, but he can't get the burst down because RNG took Dragon, and he knows they're there.
Yeah, he knew the cousins were coming. Karsa in the area. The big surprise, too, not just off that first kill on Rookie. The damn cow escaped. There's a reason why the Observer didn't want to see the end of that one, because the cow was able to flash over the wall. So not only was Balan safe, able to get that back, but, I mean, Xiahu found his target.
He sniped him through the minion wave, hit the corner, and picked up a kill. And that was already the Cull Corki in effect, but now can pick up the Hex Drinker, and it doesn't even feel like it's that much of an off-road here for the Corki build.
It's crazy. The fact that you're seeing both sides of this matchup.
Yeah.
And Xiahu is coming up ahead of it.
What a great series so far he's had.
It's a great split so far. I think Xiahu has had such a dominating year that, you know, not a lot of people will recognize it with how poorly the spring split went. He was playing well regardless.
How about Uzi? The feathers will fly, instant flash away. Ming now left in the middle, flashes himself as JakeyLove turns for him, gets the second skin, pops into the killer instinct. They're going to get the slowdown and the kill. Karsa can't get there in time, and IG are finally on the board in game 2.
Flatly a good fight and a great headbutt pulverized. Balan's really doing a great job starting that one off. I mean, just getting caught entirely there. And remember, all sums used. Now you can go right back into the lane, and Uzi and Ming will be just as vulnerable as they were then. Down
in CS, about 8 there, the wave crashing in, and we'll take a closer look at this one because IG, as you said, really good headbutt pulse.
Pretty simple, and on top of that, 4 procs of the Karsa passive. It was actually easy to just be able to nail the last one, so easy to just push the Xayah away, and that leaves Ming to himself.
Important that IG at least had somewhere to play through, at least one condition that'll get towards that mark, and JakeyLove now with Manamune picked up after the first kill.
It's just fun to be able to see sides being traded here.
True.
That it's actually Invictus Gaming winning out on the bot side of the map, and then RNG winning out in the top side of the map. Just this series
really
been like,
opposite, right?
This series has been an opposite world, where IG tried to scale up in the last game, and it's, you know, this time around, the solo lane's dominating from RNG. So I just want to see RNG adapt to that situation, and you're seeing that. Xiahu and Karsa on the top side of the map.
Unrelenting. Now Rookie's moving to the bot side, and Uzi and Ming are in trouble.
I'm just saying, it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the music has stopped, and you can just breathe it in, because you can start to see Xiahu and Karsa helping out LPL, but take a look at this.
Oh, Uzi wants to turn for Rookie. Perfect the execution has been used. The ultimate not available. Uzi just walks into no man's land. He dies. Rookie gets a free kill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we knew that Rookie was in the area. No need to challenge that, so you can just tell that Ming and Uzi don't oftentimes, are not oftentimes put in this situation.
Yeah.
Not only that, right, but they usually have Karsa windowing or mirroring, I mean, this lane.
True.
Are in the area usually. This time around, they're trying to give LPL that advantage.
Ult was used before. Dredge line doesn't connect. That was a bit of a centimeter too close.
All right, close, but you like to see RNG consistently look for these picks towards mid.
So let's go through. Xiahu going to pick up a bit of turret plating here, but Hex Drinker, I noted out before, should be close to the phage after picking that one up. RNG moving towards the top side and playing through that even more so.
Can you say that one more time?
With a Rift Hurl.
That they're playing through the top side?
Playing through the top side.
Keep doing it. Yeah, play through the top side.
Does that mean versatility for you, Raz?
Look, I just want to see if Uzi and Ming can play on the weak side of the map. That's all I'm asking.
That's a simple ask.
That's all I need. That's all I'm asking for.
Sure, we'll get to find out. Rift Herald secured here by RNG, by the way. Look at TheShy. He's sick of it. Let's hold the lane. Let's try something. He may be ahead in CS, but with the kill, the Renekton's feeling still pretty good.
Yeah, top side, taking a look at that. Wave is actually in a really good spot there for the Gnar, and he has the Gragas now in the area, so even through all of the pressure that came through up top side, I think TheShy, as per usual, playing incredibly well regardless of that. And then he was able to get himself a pretty large CS advantage.
Hard lane opponent is he's going to lock down Love once again.
And I think he'll play this one a little bit smarter, recognizing the last time around. Oh, you're not going to take that.
No, okay.
But recognizing the last time around, he made that personal error. And now he has the range advantage over LoveZR. Will always have his lead pretty much unused until he gets opened up on. But speaking of that,
really good Hex Flash, but unfortunately the headbutt pulverized just a little bit too late with the Valkyrie.
Yeah, good Valkyrie.
Okay.
Even better timing bot side.
Yeah. Hey, if your bot's falling behind, give them a Rift Herald, see what they can do.
All right, let's see if they're going to give that solo gold over to Uzi.
Well, okay,
what?
Flash immediately. Leyehan wants to go in. The explosive comes perfectly timed, but can Ming get out? I think so. The Rift Herald went on a journey with him. He will die in the end. I'll get back. A Xiahu's coming down as well. IG get one kill and save the turret.
Well, damn. Let's see what ends up happening here. The fact that Invictus Gaming were able to, especially just lays down the cask.
Instantly, like the timing was perfect out of the stopwatch. Respectable there from the IG jungler here in game 2, and now they're onto the Dragon, but they're going to spot out RNG looking to contest.
All right, let's see if we have the numbers here. They don't have Nautilus, but, you know, you see Rookie grouping up with the team.
Will use double pulse, send them upwards. RNG trying to re-engage, the Cataclysm will do that while Uzi sends himself on the backside, and Rookie comes through and slices through them. Now LoveZR joins the fight, but can he survive? He's popped Dominus too darn early, and TheShy doesn't even need to transform to pick up that double.
What the hell's happened to Invictus Gaming in between games? We've just seen in the last minute, just like great playmaking coming in from Leon, and then Baolan finding a pretty slick pick on towards Xiahu on that last one. So they get a Dragon for all their troubles.
Slick stuff. I mean, from the explosive cast to the quick double man, pulverize into the air. IG come up big, and for the first time in this game, they have a gold lead. They have a direction, and it was over this Dragon fight.
It was perfectly played. Xiahu thinks he can get decent poke off. Even with the Valkyrie, of course, he gets caught in it. And then you look towards Uzi in a situation where he's on top of Rookie. Why are you even picking up that fight? You have no one around you. So he's completely surrounded on that one. It was more so in, you know, RNG that needed to back up, regroup, take that fight. Especially since we made that call that Nautilus was coming back for base. Regroup with the Nautilus and you'd be in a pretty decent position. You may not be able to get the kill on Akali, but you keep yourself alive and maybe you contest for the Dragon.
Ooh, at this point, IG walking back towards the bottom side. Look at where RNG decided to go for Balan. Head up, pulverize once again. Big mistake here as a Feathers Fly. Send up with the depth charges. Ming wants to re-engage, but Killer Instinct onto Uzi. He gets a taste of his own medicine, but RNG just walked blindly up to that turret.
Just waits until Uzi picks his target. Says he can get all that DPS on towards the Alistar. Finds himself into the back, and there's so much action happening on the map.
Series just delivering from all angles. Okay, that's good time. Pull up the gold because we're going to be having a lot more soon on the side of JakeyLove and Battleland. They might actually find the first turret of this game.
All right. I think right now, if you are a team right now, you have to be confident if you're Invictus Gaming. TheShy was able to recapture the goal lead that, you know, Renekton had initially with the gank that Karsa got through.
Yep.
But he played the lane safe, was able to play this one out. Now, usually Renekton, if he wants to be able to take take the lane back, that's the all-in that we probably missed up topside. That's probably the context that maybe we'll get through another replay. But TheShy is able to come back alive, keep that range once again, and then push LoveZR underneath the turret. So, I mean, TheShy has been playing this one out safe, especially after the initial pressure that came through.
I feel like TheShy has had a much better split than what I would have expected from IG members.
Yeah. There's a lot happening right now.
Yeah,
goodbye, Uzi, first of all.
Look, he's level 9, execution. You know it's perfect with the flash coming through, Dredgeline to save the day, but you re-engage easily with the Shroud, and now Ming might have committed himself to death as well. Easy 1v2, but flash, Dredgeline away, look at Ming, let's go, play the dance. Oh, Leyehan gets Xiahu on the other side.
Now, we're looking at this. Get the damn Nautilus.
Oh my God.
We're
Dredge
tracking you
Flood.
down, sir.
Oh, Ballad's here. Oh no.
What's up?
Oh no. But meanwhile, yeah. Jungle 1v1, Raz. How do you like it?
I just wanted to see the kill go through. But you're right. This map is absolutely insane. It's been traded across the board.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, remember, that's a blue buffed up Akali, so she's going to be able to, like, she's not running out of energy anytime soon.
Yep.
She's going to chase you down. And I don't even understand why Uzi flashed that output. I knew that, sure, you're going to have Nautilus right next to you, but the same context of the last fight existed in this one, where even with the flash, she is still going to chase you down.
So what did we miss, Raz?
Wow, it's a lot of damage that JakeyLove just took. But that's a lot of burst.
Ooh.
All right, we take those.
But he hangs around. Oh, and Langx just turns around and books it back in. I love that. Wasn't elusive at all.
A perfect response.
Yep.
This one we all know the solution.
Flash
is over.
Yeah.
He was like saying, yeah, you know what?
That was nice.
Control ward just to see his positioning. Remember, he's going to be able to at least work against the Akali now.
Speed it up.
9.14.
Speed it up. There we go.
Yeah.
And one more time. Wait, he gets another one.
We're going to see him actually die out here.
It was like, hang on, this actually went for a while. We're doing, what are we doing again? Go live. Look at Rookie. Couple of auto attacks. Xiahu's having a great time here with Trinity Force. And look at this. He's just going to hit the turret and get the minion.
Look, I'm having as much fun as the observer is right now.
Yeah,
He's getting his money's worth right now. We're getting to a stage of this game where you always have to be paying attention to what's happening live.
We're getting in the classic always replay game, right? 15 kills, 17 minutes, and we're going to see some more action in the top side as TheShy pushes in and IG start roaming around the river.
It's our best teams that oftentimes make the best use of having, you know, vision of the enemy jungler. If the jungler's starting to play on the other side of the map, and you're like, perfect, I can look for a pick on towards the AD that's picking up solo lane. That's an easy one for me. And so for Uzi and Ming, Ming, of course, was pretty far off from Uzi at that stage, was probably trying to secure some vision. I mean, Uzi gets caught alone on the side lane, and there's not much you can say about that. He should be positioned through mid lane.
Definitely not having the ideal Uzi game. 0-4-1 on the Zyre as TheShy now going to be bullied out as Ming's coming in. Dredge line available, drops away. As IG just going to get a free mid lane turret this game. Definitely favoring IG with the momentum.
Not only are they going to be able to pick up that mid lane, but remember, red buff is going to be coming up towards the bot side and the red side jungle that's heavily warded by Invictus Gaming.
Yeah.
The dragon is up and it's another cloud dragon, but if you're looking towards the composition IG has, I actually think you do quite well with this dragon with how many times they're actually picking up picks on side lanes. So IG is in a great position. It's actually going to be Xiahu and Uzi that are going to be fairly starved in gold because they can't pick up top lane waves knowing that the Gnar will be able to chase them down. The same is exactly true towards the Akali, so a 1-3-1 is very possible.
Especially when the Renekton, look, setting himself up to go back towards it, matching that top lane wave. Leon going to pick up this dragon, as you mentioned. Double cloud here for IG. We're going to get a new one. What is it? Okay,
Ocean.
Yep. We just go through the cycle of
We're in
potentially
Cali.
worse. Yep. Okay, sure.
We just need an Infernal and we're good.
Yeah. Is it hot in California, is it?
Is that even a question?
I am Australian. You know what? I have no clue.
All right, it's on.
Thank you. That's all I needed, Raz.
You two don't understand the meaning of Christmas and winter. That's the reality.
Christmas is meant to be enjoyed in summer. You go for a swim in the pool and 30-degree heat.
That's a disgusting comment.
No, you have fresh seafood and heaps of good.
I love
meat.
myself my -40 temperatures in winter.
-40. Is that Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
What is it? Yeah, good,
Celsius.
good. I was about to say, if you're talking Fahrenheit.
No, actually, when you get to -40s in Celsius and Fahrenheit, it's actually exactly the same.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
That's how
I learned something.
That's how awful the Fahrenheit system is. I'll put that out there.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you
That
agree with
even
that.
out during the cold, but during the hot, yeah.
Actually glad we could agree on something for once. This is good.
There we go.
This is development, you know?
Yeah.
Development, much like the side of IG, I think, in this series. A great way to bring it back in. And 2K gold lead at running into 20 minutes in the game. And there he is. She is. There it is.
Is that Barney?
That's Bonnie.
Oh, is that music?
Yeah.
It's only for the Baron buff. It's only for the Baron buff.
It's only for Baron.
It's only for Baron that you get to listen to the theme music.
Oh, that was
At that
nice.
stage, at least have the Barney music. I know we don't care about copyright laws here, but I'm just saying at least run something.
RNG, dude. That's okay. Well, we're in 20 minutes. The music symbolizes that perfect timing and 2 items across the board. You're looking at Rookie towards the close to Morellonomicon, you think.
I swear to God, it's the Beijing venue that's trolling us.
Yeah, maybe.
It's actually just them. They have the power of creating music, and
No
we
one
got
else.
some good music here.
RNG 1-5. Battleland joins in. That's a teleport coming on in. Good dredge line here. IG have been caught out with their pants down as RNG in a 3-man group, but TheShy's coming in for a flank, but Langx is already dead. 4 versus 5. Ultimate burn by LoveZZR.
Oh, they got some movement speed going through right for LoveZZR. If they were allowed to be in that same position, being able to take down Leon, 100% they move towards Baron, but great job from TheShy being able to answer right back.
They're going to be wary of his Mega Gnar as well, right? That's a 2-item Gnar who is 2-1 and 0. He hits that Mega, he hits that big ultimate for RNG. The fear on the back of their mind is they get one, but it's not going to net too much around the Baron.
But you can't make too many mistakes like these. IG have the commanding advantage of this game, but if you decide to die in that same position again, you're just asking for the enemy team to pick up Baron. And we saw how quickly the game turned in game 1. RNG were in a poor position, much like they were in this game. Ends up picking up Baron fight, picks up Baron, and essentially have the game won from there. So IG needs to cool it, cool your jets, clear the vision.
Well, at least they're clearing vision. That's good. But IG, their jets are not cool. There's 4 members on the top lane. They're positioning around Baron. They're moving in. So they've done that. They've strangled out RNG a little bit.
Uh-oh. Rapid fire cannon too, so he can keep his distance, so he'll be fine on that sideline. Teleport from both those laners, so they actually can continue to push for advantages in this side of the map, unperturbed.
Waves pushing in. That's quick from IG. The move's already made here. 22 minutes in. Without music, the subtlety is there.
And they have a great control ward in the blue side jungle right now that Akali is just making her choices if she wants to be top side or look towards mid. Because you saw what they were able to accomplish last game round. Being able to cut down, and I'm just talking about the Akali pick, right? When the Akali pick was in the hands of RNG, it was able to find that exact same position to cut down JakeyLove. This time around, same position's there.
Let's go. Let's see this 1v1. I feel like Xiahu, if he lands a missile barrage, he gets it as we see a different kind.
What?
It's 1 versus 4. Good night.
He pressed the wrong button.
He did, Raz.
His mouse was not in the right location.
As TheShy was forced to go back, so it did turn around for Xiahu in the end, and that's another big pick for RNG. It's happened again.
He wanted to go forward, he went backwards.
He went backwards, and you know what? Karsa went a double forward. Good cataclysms, explosive cast can't send him out anymore. As thank you kindly, that's the jungler down.
What did I just say?
You said it.
What did I say?
You said don't.
Pretty much, close enough. Don't be losing picks in that exact same position on the map. Now they're still going to be able to, hold off from a Baron being picked up, but suddenly RNG is in the game. Like flatly put, nothing happened to the bot side of the map, so like both the Xiahu and TheShy are in a completely safe area. But then you look towards the top side of the map, and Rookie 100% gets caught out in a pretty ideal situation. Let's talk about it. We said that the blue side jungle was completely fine as long as the adjacent lanes are shoved out.
Of course.
He gets caught. That's fine. But then ulting in the wrong direction. Yikes. And then you look towards the subsequent pickoff. We don't have to see it again.
I mean, but the issue on top of that is look who picked it up. Uzi actually got back into the game.
Oh.
That's shut down onto the TheShy who couldn't play.
They only showed that part too. Nothing afterwards. It was literally, look how he just
We don't want to show the new player getting caught out as well. Because Leanne dying there, there was the fuel to the fire. Now is IG getting challenged, and the gold stripped to a measly 1K at this 24-minute mark.
Now, I keep reminding people, but Xiahu is known for this Corki. He is probably the most notorious Corki player because of how much damage and how he was able to 1v9 in that Team WE game. And so, like, that is something you have to be constantly cognizant of. Remember, he's Klepto as well, so being able to get towards Infinity Jet is a pretty damn quick pace. He's on running. He's running over.
He's coming in as IG regain control of the river, but wards like this going to spot out 3 members. As they haven't started the Baron, and RNG know this.
They still need mid lane control here, so having JakeyLove push out this lane is going to be important so they at least can have a carry, pick up the wave. They need that. So well done from JakeyLove. Now they can start moving towards the Baron buff. Maybe they start both objectives.
Yeah.
It'll be a bit risky and probably dumb, but, they could do it.
Who cares about Ocean Dragon if you're RNG, though? Here we go. Is Karsa going to spot out with the measly flag? That's Scrying Orb is, though.
TheShy actually got hit on Dragon on purpose so he can get close to that Mega Gnar. So he wanted to have the bar. That was so smart, just in case.
And now they're looking for fights because Meganar is up and available. TheShy moves to the mid lane, spotted out once again. IG back away, and everything resets while full drag controls there.
That's some smart stuff, man.
Yeah.
Those are the small details that are necessary. It reminds me of Marn and Acorn in their days in the LPL.
Yeah.
Because when they came in with their Nards, you had to instantly respect them. They always held, Meganar, or at least the Meganar Rage Bar very close, so they can always have it ready for team fight. So those are one of the examples.
It's always one of the smarter questions when you ask, okay, like how do you set yourself up for the teleport play? And a lot of the better Nars will hit the wave, get to Mega, then teleport, or rather just before Mega. So for TheShy as well, setting himself up for this fight is going to be big because he's heading towards what looks to be a Wits End third, or Raz, what do we got there? Recurve bow.
Yeah, very likely. Remember, he's going up against the most often he's going up against the Corki.
Yeah.
So it's likely that we end up seeing more Magic Resist being stacked up on top of him. But at the end of the day, him being on side lane is going to be a priority. He needs to be able to find those picks on towards LoveZR. I think he's already in a really good spot to take that on the side lane. He's going to be fine there. If Xiahu ends up answering to him like he did in the last time round, then he's going to be able to chase him down a little bit more easier. So pretty damn comfortable for what we have right now.
But what you see from RNG is setting up for the fight as IG are walking in, the dredge line doesn't connect, and RNG might not be able to follow it through. Xiahu with packages positioning to line it up, but he can't. So we go back to square one, and for RNG, won't be as easy as that. Just backing away. Now for RNG, look at the item spikes here and why they wanted to start that fight. That 3-item Corki now picked up, and with that package still in hand, has just expired. He's hitting hard. Layhan just got auto attacked once.
All right, found our pick.
There we finally begin. Balan's going to pop the Unbreakable Will, but the damage is still going to come through. Uzi not in position, explosive cards, destroys Ming, and IG get that crucial pick.
And we're looking towards the bot lane. LoveZR is actually getting pummeled by TheShy. So across the board, it's IG picking up those wins.
That 2-level advantage means so much here, and the damage that comes through, TheShy soloing out the turret. He's at half health, Meganar pop while the Baron has been started.
All right, all eyes towards Rookie that still has his ultimate. He kept it for this moment too, so we'll see if they can pick up the fight immediately afterwards if they want to.
Watch the poke here from this mid lane Corki as he's just half health them alongside Baron.
All right. Seems like Nara's exhausted here, so he's not being able to stack up that rage just yet, but it's all eyes on Rookie.
They don't know he's there. RNG are moving into the pit without an Akali spotted out.
All right, he's just there for insurance policy. So if they want to walk up, they got to walk up the right way.
Big one again, hits hard as Layhan is at a quarter of health. Backs away from Baron at 2k. That is such a dangerous health bar for Baron, but it's not capitalized, and RNG can't get into the pit.
I loved what LoveZR did there. Popped his ultimate, got closer to the team, but made it so that Baron buff was essentially brought right back to full HP. So good job resetting it. Both teams can ease up, but it's Invictus Gaming that won out a lot. Got that bottom lane out, inner turret, and got that pick towards Ning.
Just go back, reset once again as he's still getting to those item spikes here. The longer this goes on, the Akali, the Karsa, the Gnar hits that and now has the Wits End too to his name.
And now all focus drives towards TheShy. He should be moving the pressure, or at least the gauge of the map, because IG just needs to calm down around Baron buff, push mid and top lane primarily, and allow the Gnar to take on whoever answers him. If it's Xiahu, he has the Wits End exactly to be able to deal with him. If it's LoveZR, we already saw what happened, and he was able to pick up half his HP bar and a bot lane inner turret. So here we go. We even got an extra friend.
All right. Now TheShy is almost towards Meganar too, but smart back away here from Xiahu. He's going to back now, and Rookie's not going to be able to find him.
Wonder what he picks up here. Might be Ma immediately after.
Yep. That sounds right.
There we go.
There it is. Okay.
So he's got himself a Ma, control ward. He's going to be in a pretty decent spot for a team fight, but across the board, it just seems like pretty difficult. If they can find another pick on towards Layhan, then excellent.
Yes.
You solidified now a pretty good spot for a Baron fight, but here comes TheShy.
Yeah, now he doesn't have Mega, but he can still challenge up with Wits End available. Rookie's still available. Big crit there as Xiahu sends out the Fossil from the waves in the way. Rookie forces a flash out of Ming, who's been caught out once again. That's the weird moment as he does eventually fly over.
My jaw dropped for about half a second.
I was like, why did that work?
But we're good.
Ragnarok, Nautilus.
That's what happens when your armor is too heavy.
Yeah.
You know? Pick a different champion.
Takes a while. Well,
so he got it. It was all good. But you saw the reason why Ming was moving into the area. It was just being there just in case.
Yep.
Rookie ended up showing his head, but Rookie was the one who ended up finding him in rotation. So This is a fairly safe game coming in from RNG. You saw this in the last series that they had. They play a far slower game when they're pressured, so they can come out and slow these games down. It's all on IG to send the TheShy right back bot lane, continue to run that push on the side lane. I think the worry now is that Xiahu's essentially doing way too much damage.
Oh, but Ming has found himself a dredge. Like Rookie thinks he's okay, but he's being caught out into the shroud. He's delaying time though. Raz and Ballan wants to go in. Headbutt pulverize onto none. They cataclysm and turn around, and IG are walking blindly into the fight. Xiahu now joins in as LPL has taken all the aggro. 5 members of RNG survive, and IG are down a member.
Oh, the TheShy's moving straight towards that Meganar. He's getting close.
LPL has lost himself the ulti as well, but Xiahu, he wants to kill him. 2 members into the wall. They flash on in. IG has the damage, and JakeyLove ults into the back line. That's the team fight, as Uzi hasn't done much this game, and he won't do too much more in the rest of the fight. He came close, but IG secure.
Just like that, even with the buffered flag and drag, the TheShy gives them the fight they need.
That was beautiful Nara ulti, followed up by JakeyLove, who has been quietly farming away up to those 4 items. Now Baron alongside them.
How close are these fights, honestly? That it really did feel like RNG had a leg up in that one. And then, of course, you have an obvious moment where you know the TheShy is trying to get to his Nara bar, and he has that slim few seconds where he takes a burst amount of damage from the Corki, and he has to decide, does he move away? Does he back away? Most players do. And I'm going to talk about that moment, because that moment really defines champions and really amazing top laners.
Yes.
Because it does start with Rookie getting caught off guard. That's awful. And he ends up, you know, burning his flash and getting caught in the back half. So great amount of burst coming through from RNG right from the get-go. But then when the TheShy comes through, his whole focus is just being able to build up his rage meter. And then he knows that he's not going to get the help from Ballan. And he just walks up his entire goals to fill it up. And then Xiahu does the right thing. He completely bursts him out. And then the TheShy says, actually, no, I can still get 2 people. Even if the second person flag dragged out,
wow.
It's still a great enough position to allow JakeyLove to find that back line.
It was the wallop as well. I think the wallop was actually bigger than the ultis. We're just fighting again. RNG through the mid lane. TheShy doesn't want more. This time onto Karsa. Loves the wants to make himself known. He jumps into the backside, but he's not tanky enough. Into the Sterix gate. He's delayed time, but now JakeyLove is focusing his fire. He'll lock him down once more with ulti available, but RNG are sent backwards.
Man, Gragas is just so fragile. It's just so difficult to figure out who's going to be coming out in the fight just based on who gets blown up. Karsa got lit up. I didn't even understood the context behind that because we were in the last replay.
It's the same again.
Wow, Uzi got slammed by that W. It's AP Karsa, by the way.
Yeah, that's a full frontal. He sends another one. He runs downward. Rookie's going to tag onto this bottom side, but they still not broken here by Invictus Gaming, but they've got all the tools to do so.
This game, and I know we're going to go into another replay, and I know everyone's back in base, but please don't make it too long.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Ballan's soft backing.
He's on the hunt.
He's looking for them.
We're
Goes
looking.
to there. He knows someone's nearby. He has package. Doesn't want to use it blind. That's fair.
Good call. Too many people in the area. Just call the authorities and walk away.
But as I believe you said the other day, we're at a slapping Corki stage. I don't know if it was you or...
Earth Corki slaps, by the way.
Slapped.
Look
it
at
was
the animation.
You. Yeah.
He definitely slaps.
There we go.
So if you have enough crit underneath you, he only has those 2 crit items, but if you use it, he just smacks you.
Big Corki's 4 items. I mean, but Rookie's also big. He's been caught out a couple of times here. Forced to burn his stopwatch a couple of times as well. But 3 item with Rabadon's death cap here on the Akali. So both mid laners heading towards their peak. Looking at the TheShy again, because that's now Randuin's Omenar. Big crocodile thing in the top lane.
I just want to see how we end up setting up Rookie. I mean, Rookie should be on top lane as he is. He's being sent up there. It's going to be a lot of time. We're going to have to wait a little bit before IG feels comfortable pressuring on that mid lane turret. And a lot of it just means that Rookie needs to be able to throw out 2 minion waves. So he's finally on the first wave. He's even pinging it. RNG has a pretty decent opportunity, a small window to be able to find an engagement.
How are they going to find it? And wow, yes, even a Xiahu with the maul that hurts so much. That's because of Rabadon's death cap has been picked up now by JakeyLove.
Yep, you already saw what Karsa was trying to do. Get the Banshee's Veil off of Karsa.
Yeah.
At all costs. But yeah, this guy hurts. He's going to smack. Have your front line in front of this because Uzi is getting slammed. Yeah, thank you. It hurts Karsa too.
Yep.
There's no real solution.
It's a level 18. He's sending them out every 2 seconds. Uzi gets almost half health by 1. And now IG move to the bottom side. So every time that happens, bit of confidence in IG.
We're poke comp now.
Yep.
I know you guys have Corki, but now we have AP Kaisa. Good champion.
Ready? Watch this. He has blue buff, Raz.
Who are we hitting? Uzi apparently got hit. How is he that low? That's the only
ready?
reason.
Next one. Okay.
That's okay.
We're going to stop walking into them, though.
He has Mom Mortius. We'll get him hit next time.
Rookie approaching top side though, as loves the R, finds him there. We're going to see Cataclysm by Karsa, but it looks like he might just die. Heal's going to come through, but he's dead. IG get themselves a jungler on the menu while now they've got the Rampage on TheShy. He's going into Mega, and look at this. RNG, you want to fight? Come at me.
He still has ultimate. In fact, IG wants to set up.
Yeah, that's easy. 3 with a 3-man start for the perfect execution. I told you, when RNG and IG face off, it goes to game 3.
And all eyes are towards Rookie and TheShy. IG come up trumps because of those two. And you're right, we're going to find ourselves into a game 3. Great performance in a comeback state for Invictus Gaming.
It always delivers. IG play up to it, and RNG get forced into an uncomfortable position once again.
All right, man. That's a great damn response from Invictus Gaming. After the first game, you go into this one, full focus towards TheShy, and by the way, he was behind in the first few minutes of the game because having to burn teleport on level 1, having the Jarvan in your lane and being able to get that kill, he was behind. He immediately played well around the wave, got himself a CS advantage. Rocky montage came through, found himself on side lane. He always had the answer. I mean, his Mega Gnar ultimate, there were a few moments where it gave IG that breath of fresh air in fights.
And although the damage is there for Uzi and Ming did not have great games down that bottom lane. They got bullied, they got destroyed. And that was like a 0-10 bottom lane at one point.
Yeah, so, man, Uzi and Ming definitely got wrecked.
Yeah.
That was just a fact there.
What did you ask? Can they play weak side of the map? Can they adapt?
We got the answer.
Yeah, we got the
answer.
maybe
they adapted the best of 3. We're not, you know, we're not LCS or LEC. We have the ability to go into a game 3 and see a resolution, and I think a lot of that comes back to, and especially RNG. Now, this is a great test because I still felt like Xiahu had a good game. He had a great game in both game 1 and game 2. But a lot of the times when RNG are pushed in a position, they go back to what's most comfortable, which is protection compositions, front-to-back team fight, 101, dust up that textbook, and go straight to Lulu.
Yeah.
Great. Karma, do we have that champion? Can we play it? Because we can play it as long as it's not banned.
Yeah.
Karsa, you're playing Sejuani. So, like, those are usually the expectations for an RNG going into game 3.
I mean, in a game 3, like, just saying that between RNG and IG is always good news. Like, this is a series that every time I look forward to, I know it's going to go the distance because the challenge that's always set out by both IG and RNG, right?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, IG just wants to secure playoffs.
Yep.
They are hungry.
With this series, they do.
Yes. So, they're hungry to be able to get it. This is the series for them. You better believe that everyone, including Leon, wants to be able to get that W. So I want to see if they can do it going into the third game. TheShy is someone you need to deal with, though.
Yeah, I said, you know, this split, I felt like he has been playing a little bit better than, you know, what happened at MSI and how, I guess, we're expecting him to go with the rest of IG. But more on the side of Leon here.
Yep.
The entrance in, can you imagine if you're the jungler that secures them playoffs here in your rookie game against RNG? I mean, that's exceptional.
That's pretty damn good. And remember, it's not like you can go back to the LDL team until next split.
That's right.
So you're here for the long haul. You have a lot more chances to prove yourself, a lot more opportunities. I like this coming out of Invictus Gaming, especially Leon.
Now for RNG as well, let's have a quick talk about, you know, like that game in the end as well. Like Karsa had to make engages. It felt like they were forced. They just wanted to make something work. But
yeah.
What?
Look, I mean, I agree. I think that was the good call from him. A lot of those fights, I think he played some of them well mechanically. The Baron fight, I think, especially when the Gnar's running at your face.
True.
You know he's squishy because of the item build that he had at the time. Xiahu already chunked him. You're already thinking of the situation. Okay, we can take this fight. They just didn't expect the JakeyLove coming into the backside. A lot of the times you have to renew your expectations based off the new champions that are around you.
True.
And a lot of it was like, while the Mega Gnar ultimate in the past, the olden days when the Mega Gnar ultimate was a great front-to-back team fight, now you have the expectation that the Karsa will have a great engage on the backside. So it could suddenly turn into a flank with that. So good composition. I loved it. And they also had great pressure on side lanes.
And Cesaro will be pretty happy about game 2 as well for IG, because we're going to game 3. One match to decide it all here in our match of the week. RNG IG, game 3 right after this.